It is new moon time. New moons are one of my favorite periods of the month because it's all about creation. It's all about the clean slate. And it's a very exciting time to be you. So please choose moon 1, 2, or 3 and just trust yourself. Close your eyes. Set the intention of what it is that you need a message from spirit at this time of month. Now, when you open your eyes, be drawn to either moon 1, 2, or 3 instantly. Don't think about it. Be drawn to it. Choose your moon and I will share your reading with you. Okay, moon number 1. This is your reading from spirit. Now, I'm using the Moonology manifestation cards today by Yasmin Bolland, however you pronounce it. Now, this is a beautiful reading for you. Now, the new moon time is all about creation and manifestation. Full moon is more about forgiveness, release, that type of thing. So there's a lot of energy that builds up with a full moon. With the new moon, it's more, you can take a breath and start again. Now, the new moon is in Aquarius, and Aquarius season is all about new beginnings anyway. It's all about, pushing boundaries. So let's have a look at what is going on if you chose moon number 1. Now, I'm going to pull 3 cards for you. We have practice gratitude, believe in good luck, and trust the universe. It is a real positive time for you. It is absolutely a time of, it's almost like a pivotal time in your entire life. It's like a penny has finally dropped for you. It's like you're in a place where enough shit, like it's your turn. And because this moon is such a powerful time of getting into, like, breaking down the barriers of everything you've ever believed, breaking down the barriers of everything that you've ever been. It's always almost like there's this jail around you, this metaphorical jail that you're literally pushing down and going, you know what, this is me. Now, the thing is, you're not sure what this looks like yet, but that doesn't matter. It's more about the knowing that you are completely supported. Now, the first card you received here is practice gratitude. And we all know how that works, right? Whatever we're putting out, the universe will meet us. We need an attitude of gratitude and being very thankful for what we have. Now, you've been doing this, whether or not you know it or not. The energy that I'm feeling with moon number 1 is very much that you have been very grateful for what you have. And you don't want for much. You aren't somebody who always wants what the other person's got. It's like, it's okay, they can have it and I'll just have this. Now, this is a bit of a two-edged sword here because there's an aspect to you where you're going, it's okay, I've got enough, I'm okay, they can have it. Which is nice because you want good for others, but you are you have been putting yourself in the back seat, like you'll just take what's left. And it's very much, the energy's changing for you because you're getting much more abundance because you've been very loving and compassionate for others. It's now time that you can focus on yourself. And if you have a piece of cake, slice it and have the first piece and then share the rest rather than just, lick the knife when there's none left type of stuff. And it's all about being grateful for what you've got, but realizing that in that energy, you're going to already create more of that. So I know very well that there's opportunities that if they haven't come up for you now, they will be in the next fortnight, where there's something that comes to you and they say, well, can't you do this? what about you? Like, you're looking outside going, oh, I need somebody to fill this gap, or I need somebody to do this for me, when you actually realize that you're quite capable, and why wouldn't you do it? And this thing is going to be a pivotal moment where you realize that you've created enough wisdom within yourself that you can actually trust yourself, because whatever this job is, you are now ready to do it. You are capable, you've got the skill set, and it's very much because you've been the way you have been in the past that has created this momentum for you. Now it's time that you show up. Now it's time that you actually take the lead and realize that you've got all the skill set. It's now time for you to do it rather than outsource the skill set. You've already got it. Now, the thing is, the next card you get is believe in good luck. And a lot of people say, look, there's no such thing as luck. They've worked hard to get that, this, that, and the other. But sometimes it's just pure luck. We're allowed to say, sometimes it's not synchronicity. Sometimes it's not spirit. Sometimes it may just be pure luck. And being in the Aquarian energy, Aquarians like to push the boundaries, like to think outside the square. And I want you to get reckless with your thoughts. Like, I want you to just believe that it could be that you are the lucky one. It is you that deserves the next best thing, or you are the next best thing. So just choose that luck is on your side, because when we look at, we're not lucky, it's always going to be bad luck, or someone else will get it, not us, that sort of stuff. We're always right. And when we start getting that gratitude and moving forward and believing in good luck that it can be us, that's very much where you are at the moment. And spirit is lining all your ducks in a row for things to show up. And I do get the next fortnight keeps coming. So there's something that will show up, or there's a pivotal moment in the next fortnight where it'd be like ding, 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 the light turns on and you're like, I get this now. And the last card you get is literally trust the universe. And when you do practice gratitude, you're changing your energy. When you do believe in good luck, you're changing your energy. When you trust the universe, bang, the universe is going to match you halfway. So I know very well that if you went with moon number 1, it's very much a time for new beginnings, and you are going to break records with this. And it doesn't necessarily have to be that people are noticing. It's within you. It's you knowing that, F me, there's no way known I could have done this shit 12 months ago. There's no way known that I would have been able to get through this 12 months ago, 2 months ago, 3 years ago, whatever that looks like for you. Now, remember, this is a general reading, but your message very strongly is it's time for you to literally unleash, break the barriers, keep moving. Don't forget to speak up. Now, your ideas may be pushed back by people that aren't within your energy, within your mindset, but it's time to break those barriers and say what you're thinking, say what you're dreaming, say it out loud, and, allow that shock factor for the people around you to go, whoa, what the hell did you just say? What did you do? It's like, it just is what it is, and keep moving in that. It's not arrogance. It's not arrogance at all. It's not ego at all, but it feels like that to you because you haven't stepped into this energy as yet in this lifetime. It's more that you're being direct. It's more that you're being carefree, slightly reckless, but it's within a loving growth type of energy. So keep going. I'd love to hear what happens within the next fortnight, which is that aha moment for you. Spirit has got your back. Keep moving forward. And just to finish, I want to just pull a nice little affirmation. These are Miranda Kerr's cards of affirmations, and she's got her own in there, and she's also got some of other gurus, so to speak. And the card that she wants, or we want to share with you, is life excites me. I am passionate about my goals and excited by the opportunity the universe provides. That's Miranda Kerr. But on the opposite side, we have something here from Wayne Dyer, and it says, I feel passionate about my life, and this passion fills me with excitement and energy. And it's very much fitting for the special message you received for moon number 1. All right, moon number 2. All right. It's interesting because this moon is all about really, clearing the slate and moving forward and creating and all that type of stuff. But when I sit in your energy, straight away, I feel like I'm trying to pull back. So there's a bit of resistance here to the energy flow. Now, when I work with my clients, I always speak about taking advantage of, well, not ignore this card, taking advantage of the moon's energy, the flows, the ebbs and the flows, the full moon, the new moon, etc. Now, I know with you, I'm feeling quite a pullback, a resistance where you're not going with the flow. Now, this is something that Spirit's really showing me to be evident. So if you look around your world at the moment, and you can see there's things that you're trying to pull back on, you're trying to retreat, you're not trying to be part of it. And, if people say things, you're like, nope, no, that's not for me. That's not for me. And you're making up your mind before people finish their invitation, before they finish their sentence, question, etc. Now, I already know also for you that it's time that you really be brave. I want you to be brave with this new moon because you've got the energy behind you. There's momentum. And if you jump on board, it's going to be like riding a wave. Okay? Riding a wave of trust and surrender. Now, the first card that jumped out is the talk less and feel more card. Of course, that's the moon in Pisces. Pisces is as deep as the ocean. And I'm just going to pull out a couple more cards to get a bit more information about your message. Push through any insecurity. And the last card is release control. So these, again, are very fitting on the message that I channeled as soon as I got into your energy for moon number 2. So, you've got every right to feel this way up until now because there has been times where you've felt quite restricted, quite like, your opinion doesn't matter, quite belittled, whether or not there's been some sort of narcissistic behaviors around you that have helped you stay in a limiting belief mindset. And the way you think about yourself is not true. That's absolutely not true. You've been fooled. You've been fooled by people around you. Okay. It's a bit deep, isn't it? A bit deep. People have fooled you to believe that you're not an option. Take or leave it, but this is what I'm getting, okay? Remember, this is a very general reading, so take what resonates. But the cards, they don't lie. The first one was talk less and feel more. So it's almost like they're giving me the vision of like being in a wet paper bag. Now, I know there's a saying, like you couldn't talk yourself out of a wet paper bag, but I'm not sure why. But there's this aspect where you've been talking to try and reason with people or trying to get them to hear you, and it's not been working. It's absolutely not been working because you can get to the point where you are even ranting or just saying what you think they want to hear. So, either saying too much or not saying enough that you feel. You're saying what you feel like they want to hear. Even now I'm stumbling over my words. Like when you're alone, you're going, okay, I should have said this, I should have said that. Next time I'm going to say this, and you're clear. You know exactly what you want to say. And once you get in the energy of those people you want to share your words with, you get tripped up and you say things that are wrong and it wasn't meant to come out like that, and you get all confused. Now, Spirit's here very much so to say that it's now time that you go with the flow and stop trying to resist, because once you get on the flow of the energy of this beautiful moon, you're going to be empowered to know when to talk and know when to retreat, rather than just retreat, say the wrong thing, retreat. Now, it also says talk less and feel more. When we go into our energy, you're going to be able to feel exactly what it is you need to say, rather than be triggered by words and stay up in your head. When we're in our heads, we try to break down things and get all confused and never say what we really mean. We just are always trying to work out what we're going to say next, or trip them up, and maybe even argue and become similar to the company we keep. And currently the company you keep isn't for your highest good, and there's an aspect of that. Now what we want to do here is we want to retreat at the right time so we can debrief and work out how we feel, but feel into your body, see what's happening. And Louise Hay is one of my biggest mentors, where she shares different physical ailments and linked to different emotions and all the rest of it. So lower back pain, if you're receiving lower back pain, it's got a lot to do with being unsupported. It also is linked to financial issues and that type of belief system. If we have any visual problems, what is it that we're not seeing clearly? What are we wanting things to look like but ignoring what we're actually looking at? There's a lot of that type of stuff. With our left hand side is related to the feminine, so there may be things that we need to unpack with mum, or the mother in us, or the feminine side in us. Right side is masculine, so is there dad stuff, or we need to take the responsibility of father. There's lots of different things like that. So I encourage you maybe to do a bit of Louise Hay Googling, if nothing else, because you'll be able to sort of pick what's going on with you emotionally and what that's coming up in the physical for you, because you're allowed to feel, you're allowed to know what's going on with you. The next card we get is the push through any insecurity. So, okay, you've got the information now. When you do a little bit of research on what's going on with you, now you can push through that by going, okay, I've got the information. Again, I can choose to retreat, or I can choose to have the conversation with the right words, whether it be writing. I feel like this is about the right communication for you. You may need to do a letter where you can write down everything you're feeling and then pass it on to the recipient. Or you may just want to burn it and just have it transcend into love and light and ask the universe to literally pass it on to their higher self. Now, sometimes we might have a message for someone and we keep butting heads and we can't give it to them, or they're not receiving it, or whatever that may be. So we can write it with the intention of the universe sending it to their higher self so they can actually receive the message, because they may not be equipped to take it here in the human existence. So there's a bit of soul searching going on with this new moon for you. And it's beautiful because it's all helping you undo the old to create the new. So there's a bit of soul searching here for you. And the next card we get is release control. So there's an aspect to you always wanting to maybe say the last word, or maybe know what's going to happen next, and that type of thing. It keeps you nice and rigid. And when we're rigid, we hold emotions tight. We can become quite achy in our bodies. We can become quite heavy in our minds. It can interrupt our sleep, that type of thing. And I feel like a lot of this stuff has been happening to you lately. And Spirit's here to say, enough. Oh my God, enough. I'm even getting hot when I'm tuning into all this energy, because it's been heavy. It's been heavy. And it's time that you allow yourself to go with the ebbs and flows and tune into this new moon. And the new moon energy, I believe, is the 21st of Feb, and it continues for a few days, up until a week. So use that new moon energy to start writing everything that you wish to create, but in the words of the now. So I am love. I attract flowing, abundant relationships, those type of things. I am, I have. So own it, because it's all time to shift for you. This is a really big healing time for you, much bigger than moon number 1. So know that you're in the right hands when you trust and surrender and release that control with the universe. Ask for help. Ask for spirit to come close. And I feel owls or birds, very much wings are around you, a lot, feathers, those type of things. You'll find that, when you see these things, you'll go, aha, I'm on the right track. Aha, I'm on the right track. And believe that and keep moving forward. And the card that I pull out for Miranda Kerr for you says, my intuition guides me through my life. My inner voice is wise and knows what's best for me. So don't try to, talk yourself into things or prove yourself and always trying to talk. Allow yourself to feel. And when you feel into it, you'll feel so much more in control. And Louise Hay, don't you love it? Louise Hay just basically says, I trust my inner wisdom. And we've got the owl. I love it when it all connects. So know that Louise is even here in spirit saying she's here for you. Tap into her work. It's very much time. You may have done it all. You may know it all, but it's time to be reminded. So do it again. And that is your reading for the new moon in Aquarius, number 2. Okay, new moon in Aquarius, number 3. You know what? I'm getting really warm. Now, I know I've got my ring light on here and everything, but this is different. This feels like a burning desire. There's something that's just about to happen here. So I feel like either I'm going to take the leap into a relationship or I'm going to take a leap out of a relationship. So I feel like there's a bit of a decision that's being made, but I don't feel like you're doing it with your head, funnily enough. Usually it's the head that makes the decision, but this is your body. It's almost like you're walking into something and you can't help it. You're connected here from your solar plexus to this other. It could look, okay. Yeah, right. Here I am going, it's a person, but they went, no. And it is a general reading. So this could be a situation, it could be a person, it could be a job, it could be a pet, it could be anything like that. But the idea is there and you can't control it. You are magnetized towards going this way, and it could be towards something or it could be equally away from something. So you're being pulled here and it's from your gut. Okay, so it'd be very interesting to see. Once you get up in your head, you're going to get confused. It's too hard. Don't even bother. Just go back into your body and let it pull you wherever it needs to go. All right, let's pull some cards for you. So firstly, we get the Unleash Your Kindest Self. Never seen that card. Believe in Good Luck. We also got this one with moon number 1, didn't we? And finally, we get Speak Your World into Being. Gorgeous cards you've got here. Okay. So there's an aspect to you being pulled in a direction. And it's a magnet that is literally pulling you. And I know that there's an aspect of being quite scared about this because it's like, well, I can't control myself. I want to pull back. But the thing is, why would you pull back when you're being drawn there by the solar plexus? Like, this is a gut response. So if you've got something to say, something to feel, something to do, allow yourself just to go with it because there's something more. You'll get more information as you go. Now, you're not doing this out of fear. You're not actually doing this out of resentment. It's not any low vibing energy that I feel with this magnetism. This is more like getting you onto your soul path. Now, it doesn't mean that it's if you're being pulled towards something, it's not necessarily a love relationship. It's more of something like it's part of your bigger plan. It's part of your purpose. This person will help you get onto your path. And this person may be here for just a little bit, just to turn you in that direction. They may be here for the rest of your life. It's not about that. This is not about the other person. This is about you and why you're being pulled that way. And it's because you've got this inner magnetism in your gut, the pit of your being, that you know that this is veering you in the right direction. Now, it may be, like, I'll give you an example. It could be that you're in a job, for example, and you find that, it pays the bills, you like the people, it's no big deal, but then someone says something and all of a sudden you got this fire in your belly that just switches on and you're just drawn there and you're like, hang on a minute, how did I get this, left field type of thing that just makes me come alive when everything is fine here? What is that? It's time that you allow yourself to venture in and find that out. You won't be able to work it out in your head just yet. It's more of an emotion. It's more of a magnetism. It's more of a journey. Let yourself go on that journey. And I don't feel like anybody will get hurt doing that because it's out of the kindness, right? You've got the unleash your kindest self. So be kind to yourself as you're doing this and just let people know as you go that, it's just the way you're feeling at the moment and it's no reflection of them and you've got to honor yourself and that's that. Now, it's up to them how they choose to react. That's not on you. And it's very important that you just allow yourself to flow and feel that because you're not leaving anyone behind in this scenario. you're actually still carrying all the lessons and all the love and all the gratitude along the way. Now, I feel like I'm almost talking double Dutch here, but if you've picked this card, you'll get this. You'll get this because this is definitely one that you intuitively were pulled toward. And I wouldn't be surprised if there was a magnetism toward moon number 3 for this. Now, the next card is, again, believe in good luck. Now, you are a little bit of a control freak at times where you just like to put the blinkers on and don't get pulled left, right, and center. Now, I'm really guilty of when I'm working on my computer, something might pop up and I go, oh, what's that? And I'm meant to be doing this, and then that will lead me here, and then there, and then I've got all these tabs open on my computer. And I feel like something like that would almost give you anxiety. Like it'd be like, no, blinkers on, and I've got to do this until it's completed. Now, the thing is with this energy, you're allowed to open a few tabs. Still go where you're going, but allow yourself to be pulled in different directions to open up to see what else is there, because there's something about your life purpose that's switching on in 2023, and it's time that you allow that, get out of your head and feel your way through. So yes, believe in good luck, because when you do that, you have no choice but things to work out in your favor. You may not see it yet, you may not know it yet, but there's a feeling and an aspect to the flow that will make sense in the near future. Now, because you do like that control, because you do like to know what's coming up, and you may not necessarily know that here, you can actually spin the wheels a little bit quicker into your direction by speaking your world into being. So again, say things like, I may not know where this is leading, but I trust that it is for the highest good of everyone. I may not know what this is, but I know that it's good for my soul because I feel it in my solar plexus, in my belly, in my body, in my heart, whatever that may be. So coach yourself through this and know that it is meant for you because it's very much on track. I'm very excited about where this is leading you because it may be something totally left field that you never saw coming, and that's the best part. That's the best part because of the control aspect up until now for you. It's got you to where you are, so it's not wrong. It's just not working for you anymore. This is going to bring more desire, more fun, more creation, and this one got thrown out. So we cannot ignore this. And again, Miranda Kerr, her message to you is, I am protected and safe as I am surrounded by love. My life is amazing. So there's that control aspect. When we speak about ourselves being protected and safe, we are protected and safe because we say it, we have that intention and we choose to believe it, okay? And on the other side, we have Louise Hay, and she says, I am surrounded by love. All is well, my beautiful moon number 3s. What a very beautiful reading that is for you. And it's a very exciting time. It's quite an organic type of reading, that one. Remember, it's a general reading. Take what resonates. But that is your reading. Now, please take time to have a look in the comments below, the description area, with different services that I provide, and something may jump out at you that helps you along this spiritual journey. I have a spiritual mentorship. There's a intuition online course, lots of different things below. So take a look. Please share how you went with these readings, what resonated, that type of thing, and stay well. And for some reason I want to say yes, I have got writing on the back of my hand. I feel like that you noticed that more so than reading number 1 or 2, just because you like to dot your I's, cross your T's, that type of thing. Keep being you, unapologetically you. Break a few rules along the way, but trust your gut. You've got this. Keep soaring. And those are your readings. Thank you for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, share, all those things. Be kind to others, but especially be kind to you. Mwah. Peace out.